left your tapes in my old car, labeled in your crooked stars. Side A was love, side B was tears, a soundtrack stitched from all our years. I hit rewind, but it won't stay. The ribbon warps like yesterday. Our melody begins, then slips, a kiss that died on parted lips. I hear your voice in every line, in faded chords we used to find. The bass still thumps, your heart beats slow, but static cuts where we should go. Half-played mixtape kisses, left on pause too long. You wrote our future in a homemade song, but love got caught between the play and stop. Now every chorus makes my heartbeat drop. We didn't fade, we didn't fall, we just stopped in the middle and lost it all. I drive past places we once knew, where speakers bled in shades of blue. You'd laugh and say the highs were wrong, but still you'd hum along so strong. The tape would flip and you'd rewind to that one track where you'd entwine your dreams with mine in secret code. A love we thought would overload, but silence found the halfway mark and swallowed light we sparked in dark. Now even music can't disguise the part of you I can't revise. Half-played mixtape kisses, whispers in the groove, the kind that never asked to prove. You danced to drums I didn't hear until the rhythm disappeared. We broke before the final hook. Now every line is what we took. I try to dub a brand new sound, but you still haunt the background. No chorus rings as sweet and white as the one you left behind. Do you still keep a copy too? Is side A warped and side B true? Do you ever press play and wait for love to crawl back through the gate? We never skipped the final tracks, we just forgot to circle back. And in that pause the silence grew, and in a loop that swallowed you. Half-played mixtape kisses, frozen in the fade. Our final note was never made. We're stuck between the beat and break, like dreams you barely dare to wake. Not lost, not broken, just delayed in a love we never replayed. Now all I have is hiss and hum, where once you burned like setting sun. I close my eyes and spin the wheel to feel again what we could feel. So if you hear this in the night, if memory flickers back to light, just know I still remember this, the taste of your half-finished kiss. Half-played mixtape kisses, songs we never knew, a soundtrack that forgot to end with you. Still hanging in the pause between the past, still wishing we could press play at last. But some love stops where it begins, like a mixtape that never spins. came in like a soft refrain. No thunderstorm, no pouring rain, just the hush of a midnight chord, a whispered truth I can't ignore. No lights above, no stage in view, just me and this one wooden you. You didn't need a perfect line, you tuned your heart into mine. We didn't dance, we didn't plan, just fingertips and a calloused hand. You strummed a smile across my chest and left your rhythm in my breath. This isn't a CrossFit love affair, no amps, no crowd, just hearts laid bare. No solo scream, no spotlight tricks, just simple strings and candle wicks, a song that lives in morning air. This is our acoustic love affair. We spoke in broken melodies, in quiet storms and fallback keys. I found your name inside a tune and kissed your silence under moon. You hummed the parts I used to hide, the verses where I lost my pride, and every note you never played still echoed in the space you made. It's not about the highs and roars, it's in the creak of bedroom floors, it's in the way your shoulders lean when every lyric feels too clean. No need to scream, no need to swear, just this soft, the acoustic love affair. Bridge the cracks with minor chords, forget the war, forgive the wars. Let's make a home from untuned strings and crown the ache with angel wings. You never tried to fix my scars, you just played truth on your guitar. And in that moment, raw and wide, I finally let the ghost subside. So plug me into nothing now, no roaring walls, no sacred vow. Just let me sit beside your flame and call you mine without a name. 'Cause this is love without disguise, no glitter mask, no grand goodbyes. It lives in notes you never share, in glances laced with silent care. It breathes beneath the smoky air, our quiet acoustic love affair. So if this ends, don't cue the band, don't let the final chorus stand, just let the tape run out alone with one last strum and gentle tone. I'll still recall your quiet face, the way you caught me into space. No drum, no light, no need to stare, just you and me and the song we share. This is an acoustic love affair, no fame, no flame, just something rare. It won't be sold, it won't compare, it just exists. Because you were there. She never walked in on the downbeat, never asked for the crowd to rise. She stayed where the silence held deeper, in the pause beneath the lights. She was never in the first verse, no name in the chorus line, but somewhere in the broken bridge I felt her echo mine. I met her in the dim reverb where the lights begin to drown. She whispered through the final notes when all the noise came down. She didn't dance in crescendo, didn't scream like love on fire. She held the space between the chords like longing dressed in a wire. She belonged to the outro, to the soft fade at the end, not the storm of first confessions, but the hush it tries to mend. She wasn't made for center stage, she lived where endings bend. Yeah, she belonged to the outro, where broken hearts pretend. She never touched the spotlight's shine, but her shadow warmed the floor. She wore the silence like perfume and left her soul in the score. I sang for crowds and curtain calls, but never wrote her in the script. She waited in my final chords where the syllables would slip. She didn't need a lyric loud to leave me torn in two. She just existed like the dusk, a color fading true. And every time the final line was drawn across the night, she kissed me in the come down and disappeared in light. She belonged to the outro, to the notes we almost missed. She was quiet, she was golden, she was every unsent kiss. I tried to hold her in a verse, but she slipped through every twist. She belonged to the outro, to the silence wrapped in bliss. There's magic in a final breath, in the tremble after sound. And she became the final thread that stitched me to the ground. I've written songs for louder love, for girls with fireworks in skin, but none of them could haunt me like the way she held the end. So if you hear a final hum in a song that's fading slow, that's where she lives, that's where she's warm, and that's all you need to know. She belonged to the outro, to the tremble in the fade, not the thunder, not the fire, but the ache the quiet made. She never needed front row love, she just stayed when others strayed. She belonged to the outro, and that's where I wish she stayed. We didn't start with verses clear, no rhyme, no script to hold us near, no rules to chase, no lines to trace, just heartbeats humming into space. Your eyes were chords I couldn't play, but still I tuned my soul your way. No metronome could pace our fire. We burned outside the song's desire. I touched your hand and felt the keys, some aching ancient melody. We never said we'd make it last, but love like that outlives the past. Because hearts wrote the refrain in silence soaked with rain. No lyric pen, no need to speak, just thunder rolling cheek to cheek. We didn't need to write it down, it echoed through the lost and found. Yes, hearts, they wrote the refrain. We moved like static in the air, no harmony, but we were there. And every breath you didn't take still made the ground beneath me shake. You wore your sorrow like a song, and I just played along too long. But somewhere in the dissonance we found a pulse that matched by chance. I never begged for every word, just the spaces in between. I heard that trembling pause before you'd leave. It still sings through the cracks in me. Because hearts wrote the refrain, not tongues or pens or painting glances sharp in midnight haze. We built a chorus out of days, not perfect notes, just crooked grace. A fragile truth we can't replace. Our hearts, they wrote the refrain. And maybe we were never whole, but broken parts can still console. The song was flawed, the bridge was torn, but somehow love was still reborn. Now every time I strike a chord, I see your face behind the board. No matter where the music bends, your echo starts and never ends. There's no encore, no final scene, but every night I still convene with ghosts of us in empty halls where silence answers every call. Because hearts wrote the refrain in loss and joy and pain. No crowd, no fame, no grand parade, just sacred notes we never played. And though you're gone, the sound remains in broken time, in bleeding veins. Yes, hearts, course through fire and snow, wrote every line in highs and lows. Our song was rough, out of key, but every verse still lives in me. You left when the drums fell flat, when silence hit, and that was that. But echoes live in broken strings, and love returns on quieter wings. I thought I buried us in time like chords that slipped out of rhyme, but something woke beneath the dust, a sound that pulled me back to us. Oh, love, new melody, it found me where I used to bleed. Not loud, not bright, but bittersweet, a harmony beneath my feet. You were gone, but not erased, the notes still bloom in empty space. Oh, love, in a brand new melody. I heard your name inside a song. The words were right, the key was wrong, but still I froze when the chorus played, and all our ghosts began to fade. I saw you then through memory's light, not young, not lost, just more alive. You smiled like dusk, soft and wide, like someone who had nothing to hide. The scars we wore are softer now. We've learned the when, forgot the how. No more verses torn in two, just room for something tried and true. Oh, love, new melody, it's not the same, it's finally free. We're not the kids who couldn't stay, we're hearts that found a gentler way. You still fit inside the song, but now the rhythm's twice as strong. Oh, love, with a brand new melody. No need to chase what didn't last. The pain we wrote is in the past, but that refrain still fits my soul. A new key turned a story old. Bridge the silence with your voice, no forced rhyme, no bitter choice. Let the chorus rise in time as your fingers reach for mine. We're not the first notes of the track, we're the part that brings you back. The final lines, the quiet close, where real love finally knows. Oh, love, new melody, a ballad born in honesty, not perfect, not without regret, but something deeper, sweeter yet. We didn't need to start again, we just picked up a softer pen. Oh, love, played in new melody. So let's not rush, just let it play. This isn't night, it isn't day. It's somewhere in the in-between, where love is raw and rarely seen. And if the world forgets our tune, we'll hum it underneath the moon. No chart, no fame, no symphony, just old love and new melody. Yes, old love in the right melody. Dust in the spotlight, I stood beneath the blinding beams, chasing golden neon dreams. Every cheer became a prayer to drown the silence in the air. The curtain rose, the stage was mine, but something cracked beneath the shine. I sang of love like I still knew how it once burned when it was true. You were there in row 15, wearing hurt behind the screen. And though my voice could shake the walls, I couldn't reach you through it all. Now it's just dust in the spotlight, ashes of songs we used to know. Swore we'd never let it pass. You played a rhythm on my chest. I swore I'd give you all the rest, but I chased stages, chased the roar, left your letters by the door. Every town I tried to mend, but you were gone by the last bend. The flashbulbs flicker, nights are loud. I smile and bow before the crowd, but when the lights begin to die, I hear you in the lullaby. Just dust in the spotlight, glitter turned to stone. Every lyric's missing heartbeat since I walked this road alone. And every chord I used to play now trembles like a ghost. It's just dust in the spotlight, and I miss what mattered most. I see your face in every stage, trapped in memories worn by age. And though the crowd still sings along, they never knew it was your song. You gave the fire behind the flame, but I forgot to say your name. And now the verses fall apart like shattered mirrors in my heart. Dust in the spotlight, not gold, not flame, just gray. I traded us for empty praise that never made you stay. The louder I got, the more I lost, till all the lights turned low. Now there's dust in the spotlight and silence after show. Bridge me back to where we started, before the noise, before I parted. Take this fame, these paper crowns, I'd trade it all to bring you round. Let me glow. Still dust in the spotlight, and nowhere else to go. She walked in like a midnight song, wearing heartbreak all along. Eyes like verses never read, lips that whispered words unsaid. She held a guitar made of scars, strummed it soft beneath the stars, played the silence in my soul, then left before the last note rolled. No promises, just subtle themes, velvet strings and broken dreams. She never stayed, she never swore, just played her love and closed the door. Velvet strings and broken dreams, love unraveled at the seams. What we had was never whole, just flickers in a burning soul. She sang like dawn, then fled like steam, left me with these shattered gleams. Velvet strings and broken dreams. I tried to write her into lines, but she escaped between the rhymes. She was melody without frame, a kiss too wild to ever name. I built a chorus out of pain, hoping she would hear again. But echoes don't rewind the past, and velvet never meant to last. She hummed in keys I couldn't reach, love too soft for me to teach. We danced on chords that couldn't bend, and watched the music find its end. Velvet strings and broken dreams, a lullaby that came apart at the seams. Every note she left still stings, wrapped around my hollow strings. She was a fire dressed in moonbeams, now I'm lost in static streams. Velvet strings and broken dreams. The bridge we crossed was built on sand. She slipped right through my open hand. Her heart beat like a muted drum, and mine still plays where hers won't come. I wear her ghost like old perfume. Her voice still haunts this empty room. No stage, no lights, no grand goodbye, just a song that breaks and doesn't die. I play it slow, I play it wrong, a fragile fate and fractured song. And though the crowd still wants the show, they'll never hear hear a bending tone that shakes you straight into the bone. It's not the band, it's not the screams, it's just velvet strings and broken We didn't speak in sentences, we spoke in sound and flame. The city lights were bleeding red, but nothing ever felt the same. Your leather jacket hit the floor as amps began to hum, and all we had was one loud night before the silence came undone. You tuned my heart in open wounds, I struck your soul in kind. The feedback cracked between our lips like time had lost its spine. We didn't need a reason then, no plans, no morning light, just hands like prayers on stolen strings and truth beneath the bite. That night in power chords, where love was power chords. We had the sparks but not the flame, a frame without the name. We danced around the final lines, but never stayed to rhyme. You looked at me like you had read the ending in your head, and I just played along the edge, afraid of what you said. No ink was spilled, no vows were made, no chords for us to play. But in the space where lyrics die, our silence found a way. A melody that never sang still rings in memory's throat. We lived inside the margins of the ballad we never wrote. The ballad we never wrote still echoes in the night. Unfinished lines and broken notes, still searching for the light. No bridge to lead us back again, no chorus to emote, but love still lingers in the ghost of the ballad we never wrote. We had the rhythm but no key, the song got lost in me. I held your hand like microphone, but never set it free. You hummed a truth I wouldn't hear, I strummed away the fear, and in between the silent beats, our harmony disappeared. Now every song I try to sing feels half of what it was. The verses fall like autumn leaves in moments built from dust. You were a song that begged for sound, I was a voice too late, and now the echo's all I have of what we didn't create. The ballad we never wrote still plays inside my chest like thunder just beyond the clouds, a storm that won't confess. We had the stage, we had the light, but never hit the note. Still haunts me in the quiet hours. The ballad we never wrote. Bridge me with your memory, strum me with your grace. Play the part you never did, let truth take up the space. I'd bleed my heart in 4/4 time if you would sing again. But silence is our only rhyme, and this is how it ends. The paper's torn, the pen's gone dry, the mic has lost its hum, but still I feel the tremble of a love that never comes. We didn't write it line by line, but it still lives somehow in every note I try to find, in every here and now. The ballad we never wrote, still breathing in the dark. No album sleeve, no whispered name, just ashes of a spark. It never hit the radio, it never touched a vote, but you and I both knew its tune. didn't crash, we didn't burn. No screaming tires at the turn, no shattered glass, no final fight. Just silence swallowing the night. No curtain dropped, no slamming door. You drifted slowly through the floor, and though I reached, I couldn't stay. You faded inch by breath away. No final verse to call our own, no goodbye carved in microphone. Just static creeping through the tone, and all the lights dimmed down alone. Forever in the fade out, that's where you remain. Not gone with rage, not lost in flames, just slipped between the waves. No drum roll for the heartbreak, no spotlight for the pain. Just echoes in the distance, and your voice without a name. We played our love in minor chords, each touch a line we never scored. Your laughter laced in soft reverb now rings in me like distant words. I turned the amp up to disguise the quiet dying in your eyes, but now I hear it crystal clear, the way you vanished year by year. You didn't say the love was dead, you just stopped showing up instead. A solo fading off the track, a harmony that won't come back. Forever in the fade out, you whisper like the breeze, still dancing in the feedback, still tangled in my sleeves. I search for you in every pause, in every ending chord, but you're the ghost behind the song that silence can't afford. I used to think love ends with fire, a blaze too big to breathe, but now I know it leaves like dusk, too soft to ever see. And though the world kept playing on, my soul stayed in that fade, the moment where you weren't quite gone, but no longer truly stayed. Now every time I dim the light and let the final chorus fly, I hear you humming through the dark, like you were never mine, but never said goodbye. Forever